Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 2 from a backpacking trip in Otterlo at the Veluwe. Yeah, like we were dreading yesterday, it is raining. It started raining about 1 o'clock tonight and it is still raining. So we're just going to see what we're going to do today, how we are going to fill up the day. Maybe I'm going to get the car. Maybe the rain will die down a little bit because we have until noon to stay here. It is now, let's check my watch, 8:45, so we have a few hours left. Going to give the doggy some breakfast, going to eat ourselves, and then we will see what we're going to do. Night was good. It was good that we had heating because temperatures really dropped. I had to go to the toilet around 3 this night. So yeah, then it was not cold, but you know, especially my mom, because she's not used to colder temperatures at night and sleeping outside. So yeah, then I think it is a good thing. My quilt would have been fine. My mom's quilt too, that's also my quilt. She's sleeping under my UGQ. I'm having my unlighted equipment. So both are great quilts, but it's always, just a good option to keep it a little bit safe, to say it like that. Because then I can keep my mom come backpacking with us. Because, of course, it is not her most favorite thing to do in the world. So that she is willing to come with us when we are booking a hiker hut, well, then make it a little bit comfortable for her as well. So yeah, we're going to see what the day is going to bring. Maybe it's going to be a very short video, but you will notice that in a few seconds. So see you later. Okay, we decided to do some change of plans. I'm going to get the car and then I'm going to park that here at the campsite, and then we will see. Like I just said, we have a few hours left here, so then the car at least is over there, and if the weather is clearing up, if the rain is dying down, then we still have a chance to go on a hike, because the hike started here at the campsite anyway. So we thought that was the best option, because weather forecast doesn't look very optimistic, so I think it's not going to happen. But then at least we have the car over there, and then the dogs do not have to go with us through the rain. My mom is still not feeling 100% well after her flu, so yeah. And then you can think, well, you hiked 8 kilometers yesterday, are you going to hike 8 right now? No, I'm not. I've parked the car around 1.5 kilometers away from our campsite, and then I made a trail over the heather through the woods to come to those 8 kilometers. But if you take the distance directly to the car, it's only just a little over a kilometer. So that's fine for me to go pick up the car and drive back, and then we will see what we're going to do. But that gives me the chance to talk a little bit more about trail days. There you have that artistic work again from yesterday. So I'm walking partially the same route back as yesterday, but just, for that kilometer. But trail days. Well, I think that yesterday you could hear my excitement. I made a video earlier about trail days, but I didn't come to the point to upload it, because when I had it scheduled, well, I talked about some extra options that you have for trail days. For example, like campsites that you can book. And I made a video about that, super excited. And then I wanted to upload it, but the camp spots, well, they were gone in seconds. I was too late almost as well. I just saw that on the internet that the registration was open. So I filled out registration form straight away. But then it remained silent for a few days. And then I thought, oh man, I missed it as well. So it is really cool, because you could book a campsite on the edge of the national park where it's going to be held. I'm going to talk more about that in a second. And you get a super cool goodie bag and everything, so I really wanted to have it. But I was lucky enough to have one. But I thought, I mentioned that in my video that I had recorded back then, and that I told you about the possibilities to go camp there, but then the campsites were already gone. So then I thought, yeah, that's not really fair to talk about an option like that when it's not available anymore. So therefore I decided to skip that video, but that does not take away my excitement in regards to trail days. So, Trail Days Europe. It is going to happen on June 15th, Saturday, June 15th, 2025. And it's going to be held here at National Park de Hoge Veluwe, which is literally around the corner here. I think it is a 5-minute walk or so, but it is a national park in the Netherlands that we haven't visited either, because it's the only national park in the Netherlands where you have to pay an entrance fee. So we haven't been there before, so that's really cool. And Ravi and I have an opportunity to do there a hike as well. And yeah, like I mentioned in my video from yesterday, the video that you saw last Sunday, that there are going to be a lot of lectures. People are going to speak about through hiking, long distance hiking, and they are going to cover trails in Europe, like the Tour de Mont Blanc, the Via Alpina, stuff like that. But they are also covering trails on other parts of the world. So there are also people coming to talk about the Appalachian Trail, people coming to talk about the Pacific Crest Trail, the Tarawa. So yeah, the whole world is practically covered. So it is really a full edition of Trail Days. So when I heard that, or when I read about it on the internet, I was thrilled, because I watch those videos every year from backpackers on the PCT and the Appalachian Trail. And then I'm always so jealous, and then I always think, if that could ever be something that I visit, if I ever have a chance to hike one of those trails, which is obviously a dream of mine, but then those stupid injuries and everything have to stop, of course. But if I ever have a chance to do that, then I want to visit Trail Days, because it always looks so cool. All the informational stuff and all the vendors with their booths and everything, where you can see the new gear items. So yeah, now we are getting it in Europe. So that's the same principle. And I don't know if there is going to be any giveaways, because I know that they do that they do gear giveaways on Trail Days in America. So I don't know if we are going to have them as well, but definitely you can buy some cool stuff. There are even American vendors coming to Trail Days Europe. Z-Packs will be represented. I saw Gossamer gear on the list. I saw Cooler Cloth on the list. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really big thing, and that is going to be part of the whole Trail Day thing that is happening in America. So I will link again in the info box below to the website of Trail Days. It's www.traildays.eu, and there you can find all the information. You can buy tickets. You have to buy a ticket. It costs 15 euros, but it includes the entrance fee to the national park, which is 13 euros. So in fact you are paying only 2 euros to visit Trail Days. So that's in the info box below. Go check it out. And yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, Ravi and I are going to speak as well. That is really excited. I just sent the organization an email like, hey, I always get a lot of questions about through hiking with the dog, and are you maybe interested in having a lecture about that? And they responded practically straight away. They said, yeah, we also get a lot of questions, but we do not have the experience, so we do not know how to answer them. So yeah, we're really interested in that. So yeah, that's how it ended up. Just me as a simple hiking girl in between all the big hikers from the Netherlands who did all the big trails in the States, and companies like Z-Packs. And yeah, that feels pretty cool. I can't deny that. So I'm really looking forward to that. So if you are coming to Trail Days and you are coming to our lecture or just seeing us, feel free to say hello. I'm a little bit of an introvert person, so I will not be talking by myself or from myself to everybody that I see. But if you recognize us, feel free to say hi, and then we'll have a little chat. So it would be really nice to meet you. So I'm almost at the car. Information for Trail Days in the info box below. See you later. I parked my car yesterday at a vacation park nearby, so I had the chance to pick up some fresh bread for breakfast. So yeah, that's a little extra when you do not have to start hiking early. So again, have a nice breakfast. Car is over there, so that has survived the night as well. That's also good. So yeah, I will see you later again, and see what today is going to bring. But definitely we'll get back to you. Hello. Hi. Okay, second change of plan today. We decided to stay one more night. The hiker hut was still free. Well, actually it was booked for today, but the hiker hut next door was not booked. So the camping owner has transferred the people who booked this hut for today to that one, so we could stay one night longer. So yeah, that's really nice. Then we can do the second part of the hike tomorrow. This afternoon we will see what we are going to do in regards to the weather. We will be going to the pet store because I only had food for the dogs for one day with us, and their pet food is being sold here in a really cool pet shop nearby. Maybe I'm going to take you. I don't know if I'm allowed to film in there. I think they wouldn't make a big problem out of that, but we will see, and maybe we will see you later. And if there's nothing happening anymore today, then I will come back to you later today for a goodbye. But then you know that this backpacking trip is not over yet. Oh well, why not? Let's make a weekend of vacation out of it. Well, it is about 3 o'clock and the rain finally died down, so time to take the dogs out for a short walk. I think it was a good decision though to stay at our hiker hut today, make a sort of a day of vacation out of it. We've been to the garden center, as you could see. We've been to the pet store in the village of Beekbergen. Pet store is called Via Natura, and that's one of our favorite shops to go when we are here at the Veluwe. They all sell natural dog snacks and everything, so yeah, you do not have to read every package to see what's in there. You just know what they sell there. That's good stuff. So it's always nice to do some shopping over there. Had ice cream, had a very good ice, how do you call it, saloon. And yeah, it felt like a day of vacation. So let's call it a 0 day, that we took a 0 today, and tomorrow we are going to continue again. I think my mom is going to slack pack tomorrow because I took the car this morning, brought it back to the campsite. So I think my mom's going to slack pack. I'm still considering if I'm going to take my full pack, just to see it as a sort of a practice for my groin. So to build it up slow again before the real backpacking season starts. But I will decide about that tomorrow. But yeah, good day after all. And day 2 of our backpacking trip at the Veluwe is in the books. Well, it wasn't really a day of backpacking, of course, it was more a 0 day. But at the end, I really liked it. Felt like a sort of day of vacation. Good to visit some familiar places here at the Veluwe. Decided to close up the day in a pancake restaurant, so that was really nice for dinner because obviously we only had food with us for one night. So there was something left from yesterday, but not enough to feed both of us. So we decided to go for a pancake. That was very good. And well, the little guy here, he's done. Max is done. So we're closing off today. Like I mentioned earlier in my video, tomorrow we'll be hiking the last section of the backpacking trip, how it was planned. So we hope to see you again there as well. See you tomorrow. Good night.